Hey guys, this is Habib. Today I'm going to show you how you can scrape any e-commerce store using plain English instead of code or click-on-point tools that nobody understands anyway. And for today's video, I will be using Datablist.com. For those who don't know what Datablist is an easy-to-use yet powerful data sourcing, enrichment, cleaning, and workflow automation platform. So with Datablist, you can get data from anywhere, enrich it with additional business information like phone numbers, emails, LinkedIn profiles, clean the messy data that came up during the process, and then automate those workflows. So yeah, let's just get into it. So first you want to go to the e-commerce website you want to scrape. For me, it's here, Gymshark. I will now copy the search URL, and then I go here to Datablist and I open Datablist. And now what you want to do is to create a collection. You give it a name, and then you click here on See All Sources and select here the AI agent seed scraper and paste the URL from your e-commerce store in. And then you need a prompt. So I have one prepared here, which I will leave you in the video description. Then you go back to Datablist and you paste your prompt in. So let me just explain you the prompt real quick if you want to create your own in the future for websites that I might not cover. Your prompts should always have multiple sections. The first section should be either the context or goal, so it's basically the same, it's just a broad description of the task. Then you tell it what specifically to do, and then you tell it how to do it, and you also want to give it specific instructions on what to extract from the website. So just tell it what to extract, give it an example, like here, product category, example, nutritionally complete instant meals, and link to the product. So for some things like the name of the product or link to the product page, you don't need an example, but for others, you want to have an example. And then you also want to tell it that what it should not do, because as you know, AI agents or LLMs, they want always to be very helpful, and sometimes they might get you more data than you actually need, so for this you want just to tell it avoid these pitfalls, and that's basically it. And you want also to enable pagination. If your e-commerce store is paginated and you selected the maximum pages, for me it's not paginated, so I can just leave it open. And then you want here to name all these outputs that you created. So I will do this real quick and then we'll be back. Okay, so I just created all the outputs. So as you can see, I give it a name. This will be the column name, and then the output description, or any additional context that you want to give to the AI agent. And when you have done this, you want to click on advanced settings and enable the website scraper option render HTML. This will help the AI agent to scroll on the websites, because most e-commerce websites are JavaScript enabled, and for those you need to scroll to get more products displayed. So enable this always when you scrape e-commerce websites. And once you have done this, you click on continue. Then you can either schedule your import or run import now. I'll just run it immediately. And now it will create the task. And once this is finished, I will show you the results. Okay, so now we scraped all products, not all, but some of the products that were on that e-commerce website. While I did the test, I realized that the e-commerce website I was scraping, which is Gymshark, was paginated. So just to be on the safe side, always enable pagination, which you can do here, So you click on this checkbox and then you set maximum pages. I set 3, and it will then get you 3 pages. If you want to scrape 10, you set the maximum pages to 10. But yeah, so far it looks really good. Price, we got the product name, the product page link, then the price, category, product specifications, the product picture, so it got us. But just this URL, save property, and click. Okay, so here's the product picture, and this is the product page. You see here, this is the picture we got. Yeah, looks good to me. So yeah, if you have any question about how to scrape any other websites with Datablist or to get any data you want, just leave your questions in the comments and I will reply to them. And maybe I will even do a video about it. Alright, bye bye.